I welcome you all for a fantastic evening and the discussion. Okay, so let's discuss the topic today. This is the right hand rule. And today's agenda is we'll introduce little bit ourselves so that we know that who is like at what stage. So some people are in the beginning and some people are probably in the more advanced stage. So they don't need more explanation or the information. And then I'll go through this PowerPoint presentation where all the different types of questions are there we can discuss. And then there are one or two videos are there in between. We can go through that one. And also not only right hand rule, but also another type of or other types of driving rules are, so we can discuss, go through that. And then we'll discuss all the doubts and but feel free to come in when you find something interesting or something that is completely out of the context. And then the last step is what is next after this topic. Yeah, that is the agenda today. So yeah, feel free to tell what stage you are in the, are you looking for the theory exam or looking for the practical exam?
Like excellent.
Okay, then let's start. So let me start with the beginning of the right hand rules. We'll go through this. Why is it important? Is it important? Is it not important? And if it is important, why it is so? And then second point, what should you do in theory exam or in real test? And then where does it apply and where it doesn't apply, where you just forget that there is no right hand rule, and some of the other things we can discuss. So let me tell you the first thing, that why it is so important. And if you go through this driving test, for example the final test which is going to be happen for all of you, that will be the 30-minute test. And in the beginning, when the examiner will explain you like the procedure, okay, we have to do this, and then we can come back after a round, go out from the city, and I'll say you the go this way, that way, direction, and then come back. And in this procedure of 30 minutes, if you divide the time, like let's say 10 minute, 10 minute, 10 minute, three parts you divide, and then you'll find maximum time right hand rules. Because as soon as you start from the beginning, from the parking of the traffic worker, the right hand will start. So first place where right hand will start is parking. And when the examiner says, okay, let's go, and then this is right hand rule start. And many people, they forget that this is the right hand rule. This right hand rule applies somewhere else. And from the beginning, they notice very carefully, like whether you are doing mistake or something. Some cars are entering or not entering, and whether you are yielding or give way to the other car or not. So that is really, really important. And as soon as you go out, and then you find like a kind of zigzag manner. Some places you have the major road, and many places you have this right hand rules. And then only you go to the another parking in the city where again the right hand rules come, and then go to the country road or motorway or highway, and then again come back. The motorway, highway, or country road is just a couple of minutes or 2 minutes or 3 minutes maximum, and then come back again the right hand rules, and the priority road or something will appear. So this is really, really crucial to know perfectly. Not only knowing, but practice perfectly. But when you know, then only you can practice. You have to absolutely clear where this right hand rule applies. And that's what we are going to do this in this presentation. We can go step by step. Where you find this sign, that means it is the junction sign. Uh, but let me go to first step. It is where it does not apply the right hand rule. Let's see where it doesn't apply. These are the signs you need to remember, or you need to like put in your head. Like the first one is the priority road sign. When you see this priority sign, you just have to be confident and go straight, or you don't have to care about the other people are coming or going, unless, but it is more kind of safe driving, but you have to be kind of confident. So when there is a traffic light or traffic signal, regulated one, then you don't have to worry. When you see the stop sign, then that there is no right hand rule. So when you have a yield sign, then also no right hand rule. So it is the yield sign is generally when you go from a smaller road to joining this major road. And then when you see a roundabout, no right hand rule. And this is also another priority road. If you see this last signal, there also you don't find any right hand rule. This is the sixth signal you need to remember. And also when you see this, like for example, motorway or the highway or the any kind of E4, E18, E20, all the European highways, then this rule, right hand rule does not apply. Here, these are the acceleration lane. So when you connect or when you go from a city to joining to this another motorway, and you just go in the acceleration lane, you can drive faster. But here the right hand rule doesn't apply. So these are the places actually where right hand rule does not apply. So then the important question is, where does it apply? Like it applies when you don't see a sign or the kind of not this all these signs what I discussed. When you don't see, then the right hand rule applies. And what does it mean? Right hand rule means it is the just you have to give priority to the other car which is coming from the right hand side. And this is just an example. When you see there are two cars are coming, car number 1 and car number 2. So which car should give away? Car 2 or car 1?
Two should go
Car
first.
2. Car 2 should go first.
Two should go fast. This is very simple. So answer
But
is
car
2 and
number two, one is on its right side, right?
yeah, car number 2 is right side of the car number 1. So car number 1 has to yield or car number 1 has to wait.
No, for car number two also, it is one is on its right hand side, right? No, it's
No,
on
it
left.
is left side.
No, it
Okay.
is the left side
Okay.
because we are sitting in the right side of the wheel, right? So it goes. Okay, so the answer is driving order is 2 and 1. Let's see the next question. Here, what would be the answer?
Same, I think.
It's two
Same,
and
same.
one. Yeah, same.
Two.
Exactly. So even if it goes to the another way or another same lane or same road, but still it is car 2 is the right side of the car 1. So the answer is same. In this situation,
Same.
exactly, it is no change. It is the same because the car 2 is anyway in the right side. Even if it is crossing the lane, it should be still it should be have the priority. Now this is interesting. Car 1 is right to car 3 and car 2 is right to car 2. So what should be the correct order here?
2, 1,
2,
3.
2, 1, 3.
2, 1, 3. Is that everybody agrees with 2, 1, 3, the answer?
Yes.
Yes.
No, I think.
I think it's 2, 3, 1.
2, 3,
I
1.
think it's 3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1. Okay, all type of mixed answer. Yeah, that is why this situation, and this situation happens like when you drive your car. Most of the time you find this kind of situation in a junction, that you have three cars are approaching at the same time, and who will go fast and who will not. And let's see the answer first, and then we can discuss. 2, 3, and 1. So why 2, 3, and 1? Somebody said it. Can you explain why you think that 2, 3, 1?
Yeah, so 1 has to give way to 2 as it's on right side. And then to facilitate easy transfer, to facilitate the smooth passage, I think 3 has to go first. because if 3 holds on, there might be a traffic congestion there.
Yeah,
And then
exactly.
one can go.
Exactly. When it should actually start from the 2, the priority, because 2 is the one, there is no other cars in the right hand side of the 2. And 2 and 3 are actually in the parallel road. They are going parallelly. So when at that time, if one will come, actually one will block the traffic. So as soon as 2 will go, then 3 should go. So that is the, and then the 1. So 1 has to wait a little bit. So 2, 3 can go parallelly, 2 and 3, and then 1.
I have a question here.
Mhm.
Yeah. Why don't be it's 3 and 2? I mean, it can be 3 first and 2 after that as
Yeah,
well.
exactly. 3 and 2 similar, but 3 and 2, you know that because 3 has there is a car at right hand side. But in theory question, you can choose depending on the what is the in the choice. So 3, 2 and 1, or 2, 3 and 1, but 1 has to be at last. So that is the important thing.
Yeah. Okay.
And sorry, what was the logic for going 1 in the last?
Yeah, because these 2 are actually parallelly going. So if 3 will go, 2 will go anyway. 1 is waiting, right? If
Yes.
2 will pass, the 1 is waiting. So at that
So-
time, that without wasting time, so 3 should also pass.
So 2 and 3 are going together.
Yes, like parallelly.
Okay.
Yeah, and then 1 will go last. So this is a little bit tricky, but this should be the answer.
Okay.
Okay, now this is simple.
1 should go first, then
Mhm.
third, and then second.
Yeah,
Three,
one
three,
one
one,
has
3, 1, 2.
3, 1, 2, or 1 and 3 parallelly at the simultaneously, and then 2. Yes.
3, 1, 2. Or 3, 2, 1.
Yeah,
3.
3 and 1 has no problem with that all.
Yeah.
1 has no nothing to do with these 2 cars. So
Yeah.
I
and
think 1 and 3 can go parallel and 2
yeah,
after that 2.
yes, 1 and 3 can go simultaneously, and then 2. So 2 has to wait. Now all 4 junction, 4 car come at a time.
I think the right hand rule doesn't apply here.
Exactly, but
I,
how
I,
should they go?
I think it depends on who came first.
Exactly. I think so.
Yes,
They
yes.
have to decide among them.
Yeah, they have to mutually negotiate, but generally the kind of understanding is that whoever come first and then they can go. But if you see a practical situation in this kind of all people get confused, right? At this time. Uh, and then whoever have a little bit more confidence, they go. So yeah, whoever come first, and then it should have the kind of more, I should not say priority here, but they can go the preferentially. They can go.
Why no right hand rule in this?
Yeah, because all the 4 are there. So everybody is right hand to another one, right?
Then it will
Right.
become deadlock.
Yeah, it's a deadlock actually.
Yeah. Right hand rule is there, but it will not work here in this situation. So yeah, next question is this is most of the time I think I heard this one.
One should go.
Exactly. 1 should go because 2 is the. This is the. I think those who are preparing for theory, then it is quite common question that in the Y-shaped road, then 2 cars are there, and this situation, who will go first and who will go second. So 1 and
Can
2.
I ask why 1 should go? Why 1 has to give priority?
Right hand rule.
Yeah, because the right hand rule, because we don't have any other traffic like yield signal or the traffic light or stop signal or whatever signal.
Got it.
It's just plain road. So nothing is there. Then when there is no other signal except the speed limit or some kind of hump or this kind of signs are there, that doesn't matter. But unless you have this whatever sign we discussed before, then right hand rule applies just straightforward. So the car 1 is right hand to car 2. So 1 should go first and then 2. This one.
2 should go.
2 should go.
2 should go, yes. 2 and 1.
One and two.
Yes, 1 and 2. So
I think there is no dependency.
yeah, that is exactly. Also, that is the same thing. If it is the road is, it is not exactly the smaller, but it can go at the simultaneously also that because it is 2 is bit far in the picture. But 1 and 2 will be the ideal answer in this situation if they come together into the junction. This is in a open area or open field, and
One and two.
that place also the right hand rule applies. So when you go from the like the one of the villa area or somewhere that inspector will take you, then it is most important to see the right hand rule. 1 and 2. Okay, now I'll go through. We can go through this video, and you can see really how many people are doing mistake, because this is that parking area, and in the rush time, everybody is going at the simultaneously, and then you can see then who is going what direction, how many people are following rules or not. But you can definitely you can just see in the real situation. The problem is that when you go with the examination time, then that's what I heard from many people, that other cars did the mistake and I got the punishment. I got the fail, or I got confused. But when you do your driving perfectly, or there is you obey the rules and regulation, then it should be fine, I think. So let's see how the uh, driving in a parking area. This is all the parking lots, they have the right hand rules. So when you turning back or reversing your car, you have to